to Ann Arbor. Casey Jones, you were there on the field when it happened. How crazy was that place once that happened?
Oh, absolutely jaw-dropping. Standing right there in front of it, watching it all happen, you just couldn't believe it. Really still hard to believe right now. That's got to be the play of the year in college football. Not sure anything's going to be able to top it. So much, though, so that Connor Cook and the offense, they were on the Michigan State sideline thinking about how they could lateral the ball back after that punt. Michigan State didn't even have anyone back to receive that punt. And according to the Detroit News, the training staffs had already exchanged hands. The Paul Bunyan Trophy had already made its way over to the Michigan sideline. Now this game, one for the ages. The Michigan fans there, they couldn't believe it. They stood there for about 10 minutes before they finally started to make their way to the exits. And no matter what side you sit on in this rivalry, this is one you won't be forgetting very soon, and is told very differently depending on which side.
Snap was low.
You know, I don't know what you say about that.
He didn't field it cleanly, and
You go from 10 seconds and guy punting the ball to you thinking, okay, this is done.
looked like then he bobbled it again, kind of kicked it a little bit, and
And then all of a sudden, life gets flipped upside down.
is that about what the way you saw it? Very unfortunate.
We come out on the top end of it.
It was pandemonium there on the field afterwards, and after all of it, Connor Cook saying that he had never experienced anything like that. So I said to him, you've won a Rose Bowl, you've won a Cotton Bowl, you're saying tonight tops those? This was his answer.
I would say so, especially playing in the big house. From everyone that we've talked to, everyone, you know, past Spartans, you know, past coaches, they always said, you know, there's nothing like a win in the big house. And to win in that fashion when, you know, there was 10 seconds left, they were getting ready to punt, you know, game was over, and then, you know, that happened. And to win and finally experience like that and rush the field, and you're just looking around, you know, looking who to celebrate with, to run up and hug or whatever, and you run over and celebrate with your family, and everyone's just in tears, and everyone was just so mind blown that something like that happened. I mean, obviously the Cotton Bowl was crazy, but it wasn't as crazy as this. You know, the Rose Bowl was fine and dandy, but it wasn't, you know, like anything spectacular happening like this. So I would have to say, you know, compared to those victories, I would say this one's a little bit more sweeter.
Couple of disheartening notes to pass along on such a high of a big night, big win for the Spartans. Blake O'Neill, the punter for Michigan, reports out there he's getting death threats tonight on social media. Aside from the fact that he's a human being, special teams practically almost won this game for Michigan. And Jalen Watts-Jackson injured on that final play, still waiting an update on his hip. Live in Ann Arbor, Casey Jones, 24-Hour News 8.
Okay. Thank you, Casey. We want to go now to East Lansing. Our team coverage continues with Tom Hillen, where we were the only crew on campus as the Spartans returned home just about an hour ago. Tom, to you.
Well, good evening to you, Leon. A very exciting night here in East Lansing. The football team and its coaches returned here to the Duffy Doherty football building just across the street from Spartan Stadium about a little bit before 10 o'clock tonight, and they were greeted by several dozen adoring fans cheering very loudly, "Go Green, go White, go State," as the team made its way off the buses, and especially that Paul Bunyan trophy as that came off the bus as well. Especially loud cheers for Connor Cook and also for Coach Mark D'Antonio. Beyond that, before we went there, we drove around the campus checking to see if there were any major incidents. We went through Cedar Village, which is a popular party place. One couch was burned there. Ann Arbor, there were several couches burned there too. We are hearing through social media reports, but all in all, a very calm night here in East Lansing, a very excited community here as well. Reporting live in East Lansing tonight, Tom Hillen, 24-Hour News 8.
And you can relive all the moments from tonight's game right now at woodtv.com. There we have all of our coverage, including a photo gallery from the big house. Again, you can catch that right now on our website at woodtv.com.